The heck? Chat. Wait. Karma's a bitch, I should've known better. Okay.
Be under arrest.
Wait, sorry. I had to fix my screen. Sorry, I need something for the lighting on this side. Okay. Oh, am I still in Fortnite right now? Sorry. I forgot I was XP farming in Fortnite. Okay.
Catwoman. Catwoman.
This is 39-year-old Michael Payton.
No. Why'd he do
A
that?
scientist working for Raytheon in their rocket science department. Michael perceives himself as somewhat of a genius, but as you will soon see, not even a scientist can get away with murder. On February 19, 2021, Saline police officers rushed to the Patton family residence in response to a shooting. Little did they know they were about to be thrown in for a loop by the scientist. Michael had called 911 to allegedly confess to murdering his wife and 2 kids, along with their 3 dogs and 1 cat. However, when officers arrived on the scene, Michael, who was standing outside with his gun, changed his story and now claimed he didn't know if his wife and kids were still alive. Firefighters would enter the house to find Michael's wife, Tamara Payton, and his teenage son and daughter.
Wait, why does she act like, I know I can't even see her face, but how did he bag that? Like, I know I can't see her face, but, like, I can just tell by her, like, shoulders, like, she's way better than him. This is actually really sad. A baddie has been lost from a fucking ogre. Oh my gosh.
Dead from gunshot wounds. Due to Michael's new claims,
Like, he literally looks like the Goob Galop man.
Police weren't sure if the 911 call was a prank call, and Michael is being framed for murders he didn't commit, or whether he had done it himself, regretted, and changed his mind. Nevertheless, Michael is detained and brought down to the station for interrogation, with Detective Joshua Armstrong heading it. With the detective's expertise in...
Why does he look like a lot better not in the picture? Like, that jaw... not the jaw, I'm sorry. The beard is really doing his jaw, like, justice. He looks like a cowboy action figure.
Cognitive techniques and no evidence to go on, the interrogation will be...
Nah, put the hat back on.
A headstrong game for Michael, a
He looked
genius
better with the hat
scientist
on.
against an expert detective, making this one of the most
I like the
absurd
cowboy
cases
hat.
I've ever seen.
That was eating. Like, this outfit eats. This outfit eats down.
We get the person that's going to swab your hands real quick, and then we'll do that and get those handcuffs off of you, okay? You need some?
I'll just sit here and wait.
Okay, you need something to drink or anything?
Please.
Water, okay?
Anything. This one.
He's like a family bucket of KFC chicken. And a big gulp with Coke in it.
I'm so confused.
I bet he is. What a horrible person. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Michael, was that quick enough for you, brother? You go by Mike or Michael?
Bro, he's trying to plead insanity. I can already tell. He's trying to plead insanity, and it's not giving.
Usually Mike. Usually Mike.
Okay. Can you stand up for me? I'm gonna get them handcuffs off of you, okay? This is who I was talking about was gonna take a swab of your hands, okay? You okay with her doing that? Hey, Mike, do you have any injuries to you right now? Are you hurt anywhere, bleed anywhere, cut anywhere?
I know.
Okay. Well, do you mind standing up right here on the swab?
Oh! He's sweating.
You've got a bruise right here. Is this old?
Yes, it's...
Bro, he's not even like the nice type of chubby. Like, he actually just looks like an ogre. Cause you know, like, people that they got some weight to them, but like they carry it well. Do you guys know what I mean? This guy just looks like the freaking Muffin Man. I don't even know. This guy looks scary.
Couple days old. Okay, anything on the backside, no cuts or
Because he
anything?
could be like
He might
chubby and
probably
look
control
good.
it.
And I would know. Chat, I would know.
You got a, can't tell if that's a scratch over here. You got a cat or something at the house?
3 dogs and
Dogs and a cat? It looks like you got maybe a cat scratch over here on one side.
He definitely
Probably the
deserved
puppy.
that.
Puppy?
can I stand for a minute?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Go ahead, Jason.
This is his first exercise in 10 years.
Give me just a second. Here's your cup of water, Mark.
Thank you.
That better be from the toilet.
Give me just a second, okay?
Yeah.
Bro, like, what is this build? He looks like the freaking guy from Dune. I'm not watching this.
Michael seems disoriented and uneasy as he paces around the room. Not long after, Detective Armstrong starts by questioning Michael with basic questions, such as the type of work he does. This is done intentionally to judge if Michael is lucid and conscious. If so, then we will know if the confusion we see is all just an act or not.
And you know, obviously, I think you've got some questions that you were trying to ask me a minute
This man is obviously disturbed. Like, you can just see how disturbed this man is.
ago.
He's also, like, being really nice, too, though.
Well, I'm being arrested. I feel like I need somebody to help me with what's going on. Because I don't have any idea what's going on.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, neither one of us have an idea of what's going on right now either, because we
To
haven't
be honest
spoken
with
to
you, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
if that makes sense.
Just
He
So we
does
really
look like the
don't
Dune
know-
guy. You
we
guys
don't
know what I'm
what's
talking
going
about.
on. I think
The tall
our
one.
hope was that you would help us figure out what's going on as much as us help you figure out what's going on.
A symbiotic relationship.
I don't know what happened.
Are you? You sound really short of breath. Do you have asthma or medical condition
Bro,
or anything? Or
his
you just
condition
tired
is
or
fat.
I'm stressed out.
Just really stressed.
I don't know what's happening.
I just want to clarify before I ask you any questions or you ask me any questions. You said you did understand your rights. You do want to speak with me, correct?
Start, but I don't know if I start getting overwhelmed. I want somebody to.
You can stop interview at any time.
Okay.
What was your question? You were trying to ask me some questions when we were coming up the stairway.
Bro's acting like me when I was 12 years old, pretending to be insane for fun. Like, or like when I was like 10. Did anyone used to do that? Like pretend to be like possessed? Or was that just me? I think that was just me. I was a weird kid. But this is not giving. No one's like freaking like buying this. He's like, I don't know what's going on right now. Like, I need to know what's going on. Like, I think it's the voice that's giving it away. Like, if you're erratic, I feel like your voice is gonna go, like... You guys get what I mean? It's gonna be all over the place. It's not gonna be like this.
I don't know what's happening.
All we know is, like, at least one subreddit went unmodded this day.
Working this afternoon.
And is gonna go unmodded for a long time, because he's gonna be in
What do you
jail.
do for Raytheon?
Configurations. So basically, I make sure everything's right before it gets released. Sure, drawings or documents or whatever.
I really don't know what Raytheon does. What is it?
Defense, missiles, aerospace.
So are you still employed? Is Raytheon is a private contractor that's contracted through the government?
Contracts and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Mainly
definitely
government
sane.
contracts.
What is it that you do for them?
The configuration stuff. I run a meeting every month with the Navy.
He's pretending to be in a state of shock, and he's doing a bad job at it. He's doing
The
a
detective
horrible
then
job
asks
at it.
Michael if he has ever been in the military, curious to know his background.
Is it like classified type of stuff, or
Well, I have my classified, or I've been cleared classified, but I don't work on a classified program currently.
What does that even mean?
forgive me? I don't know much about. I wasn't in much about.
I'm still learning.
How did you get in? Were you in the military? Is that how you got into that, or?
I'll get into it later after I get my degree.
I'm not gonna lie, this detective is like mogging him so hard. I don't know why. I think it's just like he's in shape. He actually has, like, a decent haircut. Bro's beard is done. And he's just got that serious face look on. And he's just, like, in the corner looking like a freaking M&M that got cooked wrong or something. Like, whispering. I don't
Is that
even know.
something anybody can do, or
He's literally
like, do you
getting
need some
mobbed.
what's the degree in?
My degree is engineering physics.
Okay, so that's why that's the physics part of it.
Not necessarily for what I do right now, but I can use it for stuff. I understand electronics and schematics.
What is schematics?
I don't understand any electronics or schematics.
Yeah, I'm literally with this guy.
Were you in the military at all?
I was in the Marine Corps.
And how long were you there?
6 years.
6 years.
Free college.
And did you get deployed at all?
I got injured on prep for deployment. So
How did he get through deployment? Didn't David Goggins have to lose a bunch of weight to go into the military? So how did this guy get through? I'm, like, actually not trying to be fatphobic, you guys. I'm just, like, being for real.
I didn't go. I hurt my ankle.
Bad or?
Sprained it real bad, enough that it delayed me past shipping out, so I didn't deploy.
What you and the detective do not know is that Michael had a streak for lying about his achievements. He's known to have allegedly spoken about the various battles he was a part of while in the military.
You know, there's, like, a decent amount of people that do that. Like, not a lot, but there's, like, at least, like, 10%. Maybe a little less, like 5%. Like, I've heard of stuff like that before.
But now, Michael has decided to tell the detective the truth. It's not certain, but it may be that he does not want to risk lying about small matters and instead focus on hiding his crime.
You got a pretty impressive background between the Marine Corps and then the Raytheon stuff.
Try.
Do you,
Well,
though?
tell me a little bit. I don't know anything about you, Michael. I'm trying to piece together the puzzle. I think the same way you are. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
That
What do you
Raytheon
like
money gave him the
doing?
chance
What's
to
your
Uber
family
Eats
like?
every day.
Who, you know, I mean,
Wife and I have been together since I was 19, and she was.
Okay, so that's how he bagged her. That's how he bagged her. Because from that picture, I know her face was blurred. I don't even need to know what her face is, because respect that poor woman's identity. That's how he got. That's how that got with that. And I'm not saying you can't be built like this and have a hot wife, but, like, obviously this guy is a piece of shit. So that's why I'm saying this. But I'm sorry, like, I'm still surprised. Because he's not even, like, the cute fat. Do you guys know what I mean? Everybody here knows what cute fat is. If you live in America, you know what cute fat is, at least. Or maybe even the UK, because I guess, like, or even Australia. If you live in any of the fatty countries, you know what cute fat is, because it is a thing. I'm sorry.
18.
You can be cute and fat. It's true. Nobody wants to believe it, but you can.
She's a nurse. Her daughter's a swimmer. Pretty good.
You know who's cute fat? Actually, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna get clipped. We're gonna move past that.
Functioning autistic.
I'm not gonna get canceled, but I will get clipped.
Manages some days. Other days that or all doesn't help. I like music.
you collect vinyl? A lot of it?
I just started not too long ago, probably 2 years ago.
How much do you think you got?
40, 50 albums.
Oh, okay.
I'm not hardcore yet. Like,
Me
really
with
like
Jelly
hanging
Cats.
out with my kids.
Do you though?
Been binge watching a TV show lately.
You can tell.
I've been doing an episode or two.
What show is it?
Supernatural.
Ooh, that's a good show.
You seen Supernatural? I don't know that I've even heard of it.
So we've been watching that. Play video games every once in a while, but I'm not that into it. It's just that I occupy my time. Been getting back into working out recently.
I think that's his first lie of this entire interrogation. I think that's his first lie. I think we can all agree that's the first lie so far. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Trying to better myself.
You
Don't
going to
believe
gym
that
or
either.
home?
Gym, but we're working on buying something for the house.
Like a home gym thing, you go in the garage. What, you said your son's high functioning autistic. How old is your son?
13.
13.
Here, Michael is referring to his son and daughter using the present tense, as if to show he doesn't remember what happened to them, but his memory only seems to short-circuit when it comes to his family, as the evil genius seems to remember things like the exact time when he started collecting music.
Say high function. There's so many different kinds of autism out there. What is his specific?
He's anxiety. He was kind of not antisocial, but busy social environments. He had a delayed learn. He didn't speak until he was 4. And so usually
Some people just take longer to hatch.
tends to help.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Some days it does and some days it doesn't. He's very easily addicted to screens.
Aren't we all?
Addicted to what?
Screens like video games.
Aren't we
stuff,
all?
Man.
Stuff like that. He does taekwondo. He seems
Okay,
to enjoy
slay.
that. That gives him some structure.
Some
Focus,
discipline.
Yeah. It gives him something like specific movements and
Nothing you would know
practice it.
about, obviously.
How old was your daughter?
Mhm.
See, the detective just said was, but he's been using is. The guy already. That's actually so sad. These poor fucking kids. Okay, back to the video.
How old is she? You said she does some swimming stuff.
Yeah, she is.
I
14.
love
The
swimming.
detective's use of past tense in asking about
Does
the
anyone
daughters
here
is
love
a
swimming,
mild
chat?
confrontational technique called the read technique, which Michael seems to have caught on to easily. Anyone in their right mind who didn't know what exactly happened to their family wouldn't have paid so much attention to the detective's words as Michael seems to have been doing.
Why did you say?
I'm just trying to learn who you're.
Why did you say? Why did you say? Like the constant constipation face is taking me out. He looks like he has to pass like 5 Big Macs out of his butt. Like I can't. Like he literally looks so constipated this whole time.
Your family is. I don't know anything about them.
You said how old she was.
I don't know why I said that. I just trying to figure out about your family. He's really trying to figure about you, and
She swims whatever events. The meets are open and you schedule whatever events that you want the kids to swim. It's not structured. I mean, sometimes the coaches will say, I want you in this event.
Okay.
like the different strokes and like Michael Phelps kind of stuff, like the
Like
butterfly
Michael
and-
Phelps kind of stuff.
There's only 4 strokes.
I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with this detective. Like Michael Phelps kind of stuff. I love that. I don't even know what accent that is. What accent is that? Just like country accent? But I feel like there's different country accents throughout the United States. I fuck with it.
Why do you think we're here today? I'm confused on why we are here. You don't remember anything from today?
Cap.
I think of this the other day. My wife was. We've been working lately. We haven't been. We've been struggling a little bit.
She definitely wanted.
Work on it.
I'm not gonna lie. My guess is she definitely wanted a divorce. Because he probably, like, doesn't. It's just not working out. Like, they've just changed throughout the years. That happens. She probably wants a divorce. And it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say he probably has a history of some sort of violence, especially behind closed doors. Like, some sort of anger issues. And that's probably why she wanted a divorce, because she was scared. And then he freaked out and did the whole, if I can't have this family, you can't. So that's probably what happened. That's my guess, but I really don't know. That's literally my guess. Or this guy's just like, well, this guy's a sick no matter what. But, like, I don't know. Like, what else would be the motive for this other than that? Which is, like, so messed up. I don't even know. I guess it doesn't even it doesn't matter the reason why, but that's my guess of, like, what happened. because that just makes the most sense to me. But I don't know. We'll see.
I was going to counseling. I haven't been in a few weeks.
Like I said, bro's not trying.
I've been going to counseling and struggling Saturday night.
Also, is the audio okay for you guys?
Guns and was saying that their only way out.
Say that one more time.
She said the only way out was to basically kill herself, and I wouldn't leave the room. And I wouldn't leave her alone. I kept trying to get the gun away from her. After about 2 hours, I got it away from her. But, you know, basically, if I called in to try to get her some help, they'd take her nursing license away. And I didn't know what to do.
Sorry, I'm gonna move my
Best friend
camera
came over, and she ended up staying the night.
so you guys can see the
And it was
captions.
Sunday night, because she was there all day Monday when we were working. And I've been watching. I've been afraid that she was going to hurt herself.
This man's not buying this.
Notice how Michael avoids and refuses to meet the detective's eyes, except for when he's confronted, where he stared at him without blinking, as if silently challenging the detective. When he has confirmed that the detective knows nothing about what has happened, Michael starts to introduce a story as to how his wife was suicidal, which would explain her death.
Her name's Heather.
She worked with her or a high school friend? Or...
They're friends from middle school.
Okay. You know what Heather's last name is?
She's divorced, but I think she's still using Weber.
Heather.
Wait, who is he talking? Is he talking about his girlfriend? Are they not married? I'm confused.
That rhymes. So this was, you think, last Sunday?
Yeah, like a couple days ago. Sunday night, maybe.
Okay. Do you know what today is?
Thursday or Friday.
Yes. Today's Friday. Okay. So last Sunday night this still happened. Did you...
The thing is, if you were insane, you would actually have no sense of time, no sense of what's happening, and like you probably would barely remember your job too, or like what you exactly do. Like you would just be in a state of like utter confusion, and like you would literally seem like high off drugs. Like that's literally how you would seem if you were like in a state of like some sort of like something that would cause you to do something as bad as this guy has done. It would literally be like that. Like he'd be tripping, but he's not. So this guy is stupid as hell.
You end up ever contacting anybody, or you just kind of let the friend kind of...
I want the friend. I've been talking to her.
Like if I were him, I would literally just like, I don't even know. I don't know what I would do. If I were him, I wouldn't even be in this situation because I'd never do something like this. There's just like a lot of different things you could do to plead like insanity, and this just doesn't make sense.
Where she was doing better throughout. She was talking to me and opening up, and thought we were doing better. And she agreed that she'd do couples counseling with me. And she said that, you know, she's been waffling on it back and forth for about a month. She agreed she'd go. Told me I might not like all her answers, but that she would go because I thought it was important. And so I was going to look into it. And it was...
And so you said you hid the guns? Where'd you hide those at?
I had one of them.
Yeah, he's looking down this whole time.
Office.
The audio's good? Okay,
I
good.
haven't used it this week, but I've been using it for a few months. In the extra bedroom upstairs.
I'm just gonna
And it
move.
was up there.
I want to
And
move
other one was-
the suckle.
I had hid it in a bag. I was planning on putting him in my truck and trying to find a friend to take him to for a little while until it blew over, and I felt like she was better.
How many guns do y'all have?
Two.
Are they both handguns or rifles? It's both handguns. Do you know what they are?
There's a Walther. It's a 22 and a 9mm.
No.
Springfield.
So annoying.
I used to have a Springfield 9mm. I traded it for a Glock.
I think he said Selena, which is near Dallas.
I
Oh,
didn't like him
okay.
until I started caring.
Probably a Texan accent. I think you're
No.
right. I don't know anything about
Michael's
Texas,
aim
you
is to
guys.
try
I've
and
literally
paint a
never been there.
picture
I kind of
an
want to go to
unstable
Texas.
wife who's suicidal and who might have had a breakdown which resulted in her shooting their
I don't
kids
believe
and
this.
herself. He may plan to offer this as the rational solution to his family's death, but he clearly hasn't thought the plan through.
Your wife ever had
Bro
any
literally looks
suicidal
like a
stuff
roly
prior to
poly
this
right now.
A couple of years ago, she had thoughts of it.
Probably because she was married to you.
We worked through it.
This doesn't make any
Has she
sense,
ever had any
guys.
kind of a medical treatment for it or anything like that?
She just started opening up about when she was in maybe middle school or high school. She went to counseling. Just recently told me that, she
Middle school or house? Wait, why would he say she was opening up in middle school and high school? That would be a long time.
was abused when she was a kid. And that's why she's been not wanting to go to therapy with me, because she doesn't like the experience.
Physical abuse or sexual abuse?
Told from what she's told me.
Do you know who it was that done it to her, like a family or
I
boyfriend?
think it was friends of her dad and maybe her stepdad.
So
She told me about one, including when she was living with her dad in Michigan. There was
Fuck, this
the
is
neighbor.
all lying,
She
probably.
had babysat and woke up to him over her, and there was other ones that she didn't tell me about. She told me.
Oh, so you just
Or
like
even if this is real, he's literally using her own story against her after he literally murdered her, which is even worse. So, I don't even know. Obviously, no one's gonna know because obvious reasons, but this is just so. This is like. So, he's just like a horrible person, obviously, but like. Oh my gosh, this is like so bad.
not just one thing or not just one person.
No wonder they
multiple.
blurred her face. Gosh.
And so she's struggled with that
And
before.
and if this allegation is not something she actually admitted to him, he's literally slandering her stepfather and his friends. What the hell? He's staring the detective in the eyes. I think this part is true. It's still messed up to like use. I feel like that's even worse. Because then he's literally using her own like her own like story against her, which is so fucked up. It's
And
so messed up.
so, like I said, we worked through it. And I've been trying to work through the issues that we've been in.
It's taking forever.
I've never been great with sharing my emotions, and that's why I went to counseling. Trying to be
I doubt he ever went.
with her dad and able to reconnect with my kids a lot. Like, we have a lot more conversations. And
God, sorry, I have
daughter
to
opens
speed
to
it
me a
up.
lot more.
Have you ever read the book 5 Love Languages?
Detective Armstrong then asks Michael about his religious beliefs, again to check his memory and cognitive impairment.
What all religions was it that you studied in that class that you kind of took bits and pieces from?
He did his research.
Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hindu.
What are these? All the Pokemon cards?
You can classify that.
That's how many religions he has?
Did you ever read the Quran?
The
I know
Quran.
Quran. Am I saying it right? Is it
You
Quran?
ever read the crayon?
And-
That shit's me dead.
But I've never
You said that
read
so
it, I
like.
just kind of studied what it was about and kind of some of the things that it taught.
I've got a lot of buddies that were in the Marine Corps, and for some reason it was a popular thing among them to read the Quran. But I think it was because they were deployed overseas, and it was a book that every house they went into it was easily readily available. So it was just something to kill time or whatever. So I've got a lot of buddies that that's not their religion, but while they were overseas, they read the Quran just because it was there, I guess.
They
After
read the
he's confirmed that
crayon.
Michael is indeed lucid enough, the detective starts asking Michael about the events that took place before he was brought in.
I'm sorry, it is kind of a hard word to pronounce. It's the Quran, right? That's how you say it? The Quran? I guess it does sound like crayon. I mean this with all respect, guys. I'm just talking about the pronunciation. All respect to every religion. I'm not one. Sensitive topics. definitely a Texan accent. I know.
Well, Mike, can you just walk me through what you do remember from today, and that way we can kind of try to piece together why we're here today?
Working. Talking to
I
my
can't with
coworkers.
this guy.
Or I think I took a shower. And I came back down. The wife and I were talking about wanting to buy a new mattress.
Why, you broke the last one?
It gets really bad in the middle.
Probably because you indented it.
Is it normal for you not to remember your day?
Yeah, I have early onset dementia.
You feel
It happened the other night.
That's real.
My best friend came over. I was still awake. It was.
That's
I don't know what time it was.
that's real coincidental.
They were.
Lost his memory for one day. I hate when that happens.
Or anything, so I set up the couch. Before I lay down on the couch, passed out, and my wife actually came out to just check on me, and she found me on the floor.
what happened?
I don't know. I passed out. I don't know. I was tired. I remember standing there thinking to get on the couch, and then I woke up on my back in the middle of the floor.
Oh my gosh, that KFC got him tired.
You said a minute ago you had them scratches on your back. You said you had how many dogs?
3.
3 dogs. What kind of dogs are they?
2 pugs and a bulldog.
2 pugs and.
This monster. And they already had breathing problems because of all that horrible breeding to make those breeds, those poor puppies.
A bulldog. They all stay inside.
Like, he could have just released them into the fucking wild. I'm sorry. Like, what? Were they gonna tell he did it? It's a dog. Were the dogs gonna snitch? He literally could have just dumped them in a park, and that would have been better. It's like, makes me all levels of mad. Oh, this makes me so mad. I can't. Hey, yo, Chrissy, what's up, Eric?
A lot of dogs.
His side of the mattress is dented. Oh, for sure, 100%. What was his crime? He murdered his whole family. I can't say it because I don't want to get banned on TikTok.
Why do you think you're having trouble focusing, or why do you think you can't remember stuff from today?
It's not. You asked. I have trouble remembering stuff, and it's not that I do all the time. I do sometimes. It's got a really bad concussion in high school, and so my short-term and long-term memory isn't always there. That's one of the areas that piss my wife off. Is that we talk, and I wouldn't necessarily remember it an hour later, and I didn't want to reiterate or go over the conversation.
Michael has once again gone back to playing dumb and not knowing what happened. He even claimed to have short-term memory loss, but the detective is not going to fall for it.
I have
And try to
short
go chronological
term
throughout your day
memory
to day,
loss.
from the time you woke up, and what happened, what you did, what you ate, what you did for breakfast, and what you did for lunch, and what you did for work, and just kind of see if maybe you can piece
He
together.
definitely
what
remembers
happened
his
today
lunch.
and why we can't remember it. Do you remember what you ate for breakfast?
I didn't.
No breakfast at all?
Okay, second lie of the interrogation. We're down to a definitive second lie. First lie was he started going back to the gym. Second lie is he skipped breakfast. I don't believe it, not for a second. You can't fool me. You can't fool me.
Toast at 11.
So that's breakfast. I'm sorry, if you eat toast at 11, that's literally breakfast.
Did you eat anything for lunch, or was that your lunch, the toast? Did you eat anything for dinner tonight?
That's a lie. This guy's a liar.
I don't think so. No.
You don't remember at all?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
The rocking back and forth.
What I worked on.
He
that.
literally looks like Snorlax when he sleeps. Sorry, Snorlax. I'm sorry, I'm fast forwarding this. Don't do Snorlax dirty like that. Bro, this is me on the toilet when I can't fucking shit. This is literally the stance and everything. I'd be like... His ChatGPT broke. Bro, this is actually going on forever.
I can't remember, and I don't know what to do.
Do you remember the police coming to your house this evening?
I remember being on the sidewalk on my face.
Detective Armstrong's patience while waiting for Michael to answer what he had for dinner that night is impressive to say the least. It's amazing how Michael can remember countless information about other days except the day of the crime.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Real coincidental.
Can you be honest with me? You called 911 tonight. 911, and you told the dispatcher that you wanted to kill yourself. Do you know why you would tell them that you wanted to kill yourself?
Well, my dog is barking right now. I'm so sorry.
Myself
or a dog is barking outside.
If you want me to be honest with you.
In the last 10 years, you wanted to kill yourself 3 different times?
There's 3 moments.
3 moments?
And you literally could have.
What are those 3 moments?
What a piece of fucking shit. This guy's a piece of shit.
Before I went back to school, I got screwed over. Boss. Everything had been going really good. And I didn't see it coming. I didn't protect myself. And I failed my wife. I failed the kids. And
You definitely did.
we were in a really bad place as far as financials go. And I wasn't doing well coping with it. It was
The
It was a hit
victim
to me.
shit. Bro is acting like such a victim.
there had been
Oh my god, it's taking forever to talk now.
but it's like over.
At least she went out with the fucking bang. Thank God this girl got to have a taste of something else in her life. Thank goodness. I hope that allegation is true, and I hope she had a great fucking night that night. I hope she had an amazing night.
She told me it wasn't true, but it was just another piece.
Something else to add some stress.
Oh.
Why were you wanting to hurt yourself today?
This guy makes me so mad. It's not even funny, you
I want to help
guys.
you out, but you gotta remember.
I've been trying since
Bro can't even jog his memory. Like, can you, like, hurry it up, please? Like, this is taking forever, guys. Like, I can't.
I'm trying to walk through my day. That's what I was doing the whole time I was in the back of the car.
After listening to Michael go on about his life, the detective asks him about his wife, and it seems like Michael can go from not remembering the day to remembering vivid details about it in a matter of seconds.
Other than like what you ate, did your wife work from home today too, or she don't?
She always does.
Oh,
She works remote. She has permanent remote for her
she do that today?
every day.
What are her off days?
Saturday and Sunday.
So she worked today then, and today's Friday. Do y'all work in the same room or separate rooms?
This week we worked in the same room, just trying to save electricity and heat and everything with what's been going on with the weather stuff. And so we were trying to condense where we were so we didn't have to heat as much. And
Brain and body are out of shape. I'm more depressive that the detective can remember every detail of the lies this guy said.
he used as much electricity.
He's good
so
at
I
his
sat in
job.
the chair and she was on the bed. And we were being pretty playful and bantering. I remember that. We were sending her some playful texts.
Okay. Third lie of the interrogation. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. What was she gonna say? I'm gonna bounce on you like a bounce house because you're so inflated. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. Third definitive lie is that I don't think she was trying to get down with him even though they're married. I don't believe it for a second.
Sending her texts like while you're in the same room together, or
Yeah, as we've always done that.
yeah, just kind of keeping things fun.
And while she's, in a meeting, I can't necessarily see things and stuff. So,
So does she see patients? Like, is she like FaceTiming patients, or
they contract a pharmaceutical company
okay? Well, I think we're getting a little bit further because you remember sending text messages to your wife today. So that's
Earlier.
about what time you think that was.
Early afternoon. This morning.
Okay. Remember what she was wearing today?
See forever, you guys. Thank you for the bits.
She was yesterday.
Bro, it's taking forever.
I'm in over my head. Can I talk to a lawyer, please?
One more time, sir.
Can I talk to a lawyer? Because I'm in so far over my head. I don't know what's happening.
Okay. That's perfectly your right to do so, sir. We can get you an attorney to, and then speak with you after you have an attorney.
If he was a genius, he would have never talked to the police without a lawyer in the first place. It doesn't take a rocket
That's so true.
scientist to figure out that Michael is clearly guilty and he's just playing a really silly attempt at deceiving the detective. But unfortunately for him, he will soon find out that his performance wasn't worthy of an Oscar and he's actually going to jail.
Definitely not.
I'm sorry.
You're perfectly fine. You are going to be under arrest, okay? And you're going to be taken over to the Collin County Jail. You're going to be under.
Is he like hibernating mid like interrogation? What is this? He just like stops for like 30 seconds in between every word.
Arrest for capital murder. Capital murder. You caught me a minute ago whenever I used past tense instead of present tense.
No. Hold on.
Here's what I need you to do, Michael, okay? I need you to stand up and turn around and face that wall for me, okay?
Can he even fit both of his hands behind his back?
Turn around, hands on the floor here. No, don't put your hands on the wall, just face the wall, okay?
No.
I don't even think he can. They have to do a handcuff extender?
The detective has had enough of Michael's pathetic acting. What's
They used 2 sets of handcuffs.
intriguing is Michael's use of dumb mannerisms to make himself act as if he didn't remember a single thing, even acting like a child who got caught stealing a
Handcuffs. The 2 handcuffs. I can't.
cookie.
Bro, this is his first workout in 7 years. Oh my goodness.
Would be the final nail in the coffin.
Please tell me it's not true. Please.
Are you talking to me, Carissa?
Please tell me it's not true.
Your daughter is deceased.
No! I would never.
I
It's
would
shocking
never.
that Michael thought he could outsmart the detective and get away with it. Impossible to do so when he literally called 911 and explicitly confessed to his crime. And for those of you who didn't catch on to it, Michael said, "I would never." Despite the flawless acting, Michael was finally arrested for his crimes. Detective Armstrong provides a detailed report of things that Michael remembered, ranging from having a toast at 11 to sending playful texts to his wife. This is evidence that
Okay, we know the second one was a lie.
Michael is not as clueless as he claimed to be and is lucid enough. Finally, Michael
It's crazy how much obesity takes much of your flexibility and mobility, and people act like it's not a disease. It definitely is. Like, it's just a modern disease is what it is. Like, if you're this obese, yeah. But if you're just a little fat, I feel like you're fine.
Michael Patton was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one, and don't forget to
Okay, chat, I'm gonna end stream because I'm like actually sweating my nards off right now. But that was a little fun body cam. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've literally been live for like 6 hours now. So yeah, guys. Thank you so much for all the birthday gifts and wishes and everything. I'm gonna go get drunk as fuck. I'm just kidding. I'm probably not. Okay. Bye, chat.